from the 34. Play action, unblocked defender. There's that impact play. Thibodeau. 2nd down and 7. They go outside. That's Saquon. Oh, a stiff arm. And there he goes into Minnesota territory. A gain of 14. Jones. Nothing open. Tries to throw it away. Ball's on the ground. And it goes backwards. And a loss of 22. Jones. Blitz picked up. Under pressure. Upstairs, it's caught by Johnson. He had to pluck that out of the air, and it's 3rd and 18. Jones low in the backfield. 4-man rush. Protected. Throw. Sideline. It's caught by Galladay. And he's a yard short from a touchdown. Ryder in motion. Jones. End zone. Touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his 8th of the year. 4-man rush underneath. Barkley, 1st down, fighting. Oh, he shoved him to the turf. That was Sullivan. For the Vikings. 2nd down and 9. Cousins. Sandwiched. Ojulari there, and Thibodeau cleans it up. In a blitz, unblocked defender, caught by Barkley, and he fights away. There he goes, blocked by Bellinger, up the sideline, in a foot race, and Booth will bring him down to the 24. As the handoff, Barkley 1st down, a lot of space, inside the 25, a stiff arm on Harrison Smith, and down to the 19. 1st and goal, Barkley back in there, Barkley up the middle, Barkley shoves out Smith, touchdown. 4-man rush. Cousins. Pressure late. There he goes. The closer. Kayvon Thibodeau. Week 17 takes us back to MetLife Stadium as the 11-5 Colts come to town to face our 10-4 New York Giants. So for the Giants, their first division title since 2011 when they won the Super Bowl against the New England Patriots. And for the Colts, today with a win and a Tennessee loss, they play the Cowboys. The Colts will win the AFC South, and more importantly, the 1 seed in the AFC is welcome back to the Madden 23 franchise. Episode 17 of the Giants, and if you enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Leave a comment, tell me what you like and dislike about this video. As for the Colts, a big game. Obviously, you want to win the division. Titans are playing the Cowboys. It'll be on Thursday Night Football. We'll get updates later after this game. But not a big game for the Giants. Maybe just stat padding for Barkley, who's had a record-breaking year, breaking the rushing record in a single season, and playing against a really tough Colts defense, really good against the run, and they have a lot to play for. They need to win the 1 seed, the division, and they get the 1 seed. It's pretty simple, but game plan for today for the Giants. If it's close, they'll play it out, but if in any way it's a blowout, up by 3 scores or down by 3 scores, starters are going to come out. They're going to try to prevent injury. Well, Richie James is going to see the field and get Daniel Jones on the field first, as here we go. Week 17 is underway. And Blankenship kicks it to the 5. James across the 25 and down to the 26, and out comes Daniel Jones, coming off his 5th game with 3+ interceptions. He has 27 on the year. That is 3rd in the NFL. The rest of the offense that is really getting healthy has been really good. All that's missing is Sterling Shepard. And even when he played that 1 game a couple weeks ago, it was really a non-factor. So going into this playoffs, Galladay, Robinson, Johnson might be the starting 3, with Shepard coming off the bench in some 4 receiver sets. And then, of course, Slayton, maybe the 5th guy. 1st down, unblocked defender. And that's DeForest Buckner, the superstar on this Colts defense. It was a really good defensive line. And then Shaquille Leonard, Bobby Okereke, great linebackers. They are susceptible to the pass. 25th in passing, but they brought in Gilmore, Desmond King. The problem is the run. They're really good at it. And when you stop Saquon Barkley, you stop the Giants offense. It has been in the past. 2nd down and 10. Jones unblocked is Buckner. Incompletes. Already making his presence felt. It's 3rd and 10. Colts stack the line, and they send 4. Quick pressure by Pay. Knocked in the air and incomplete. And a quick 3 and out, and out comes the Colts. Matt Ryan in his first year outside of Atlanta and first year in Indianapolis has his team in prime position to get to the 1 seed. This Colts offense completely shaking up the offensive line outside of Quentin Nelson and Braden Smith. This receiving group, they brought in Auden Tate from Cincinnati. Highland Granson is going to get a starting role this year. Alec Pierce is a rookie they drafted, and pretty good. They also have Jelani Woods in the reserves at tight end, a rookie they drafted. We'll see some playing time today. 1st and 10, quick passes dropped by Pierce. And the first pass is incomplete. This Giants defense, not much else needs to be said about how they've played this year and the concerns going into the playoffs, as they have punched their ticket, but a tough running team. This is a good test for them. 2nd down and 10. Ryan open, caught Pierce. He held on this time, and a 1st down, gain of 14. That was our first completion of the day, and then it's a 3rd and 2 now. Ryan alone in the backfield. Quick out, Pierce, 1st down into Giants territory, and brought down by McKinney to the 45. Living on 3rd down on this opening drive, a 3rd down and 6. Running game hasn't gotten going, and Ryan underneath, caught on the run. Tate to the 30, and that's where he stopped. So Ryan 3 for 5 as a 2nd down and 11. 5 minutes into this game, blitz is sent, picked up. Underneath Grinton, and still going. Breaks a tackle by McKinney, and he's got to lay it into the end zone for the touchdown. Kylan Granson with a 6th score of the year, and the Colts strike first on their opening drive. And Blankenship looking to make it 7-0. And he does, it's up and good. 10-play, 4.5 or so minute drive. And the Giants take back over. After going 3 and out, a 2nd and 10. Jones, quick pass underneath, caught Galladay to the 39. And Jones's first completion goes for the Giants' first down. Now a 3rd and 8. 8-minute mark in this first quarter. Handoff Barkley across midfield, 1st down and more. Tackled by Gilmore and Blackman, and a 1st down to the 46. So the Giants trying to find a ground game as 1st down. Jones pressured by Buckner underneath. It's caught Galladay, a stiff arm gain of 9. We'll give him 8 on that. Jones is 2 for 5. 2nd down and 2. RPO underneath, that is Colin Johnson. A stiff arm. Oh, he shoved Blackman 5 yards backwards, and it's a 1st down. And approaching the red zone from the 27-yard line. Play action to Barkley. Jones quickly in stride. Robinson inside the 5. Robinson a stiff arm and down to the 2. Desmond King finally brought him down. It's 1st and goal. 26 yards on the first catch by Robinson today. Handoff, Barkley, a gain of 1. 2nd and goal. From the 1-yard line, Jones. Pressure by Buckner. End zone, touchdown! Punch, counter punch. 5th score of the year by Bellinger. And this game is tied at 7. The rookie continuing to impress, trying to find a more involved role in the offense. He's gone quiet in his 1-game return as a kick by Gano caps off a 10-play, 4.5-minute drive. And the Colts take over, a 3rd and 2. And Ryan, quick pass, caught in stride, Alec Pierce. And to the 47, another big play for the Colts. And a 1st down. As they're approaching midfield strip again. Blitz is sent on 2nd and 10. Ryan is sandwiched. Tay Crowder, Ojulari, McFadden, all there for the sack. And Tay Crowder's been on a tear. It's now 3rd and 21. Can we get our first Indianapolis punt of the day on the 2nd drive? Pressure. Ojulari! He called the end of that drive. He had his hand on Ryan. Both sacks. And it's 4th and 28. And the Giants get the ball back. It's a 3rd and 4 from the 44. Quick pass, sideline, caught Robinson. 1st down at the 48. And now a 3rd and 10. 60 seconds, opening quarter. Handoff, Barkley breaks off of 1. Barkley upstairs, and he's finally leveled by Blackman. It's 4th down, and they're going to go for it. 4th and 2. This will be a 62-yard field goal. Don't want to punt. Heavy blitz is sent. Jones underneath. Barkley couldn't hang on, and he might have gotten it. It might have been tackled short by Blackman, but it's Colts ball. They take over a 2nd down and 10. Ryan, middle, caught in stride. That is Pierce. Still going. Alec Pierce down to the 30. And Nelson slow to get up. Be a huge injury. So final play probably of this first quarter. 1st and 10 from the 29. Motion. That's Tate. Gets the pitch. Auden Tate cuts it upfield, and McKinney rocks him, but he gets gain of 8. 2nd quarter begins with a 2nd and 2. Colts and field goal range tied 7 and 7. And they give it to Taylor fighting to the 12. Up to 4 carry now. 1st and 10. 2 tight ends from the 12-yard line. I mean, I'm telling you, this 12-yard line is inescapable. Taylor up the middle. Taylor down to the 2. Gain of 10. 2nd and inches. Taylor in there again. 2 tight ends. Handoff. He gets it. Thibodeau. And a loss of 2. And it's 3rd down. Back at the 3. They can get a 1st down at the 1.5-yard line. 4-man rush. Ryan. Pressure. Throws it away. Incomplete, but they'll go for it on 4th and a yard. Try to go up 7. Just like the Giants did. Can it work out the same way? Ryan. End zone. Wide open. Touchdown, Colts. Alec Pierce. And the aggressiveness pays off. His 8th score as a year as a rookie. Incredible. And the Colts back in front. With this kick by Blankenship is up and good. Caps off a 8-play, 2-minute drive. So the Giants take back over from the 25-yard line. Blitz is sent. Underneath it's Johnson on the outside. Gets 9. It's 2nd down. Trying to respond. Jones, quick pass. It's Galladay in stride. Tackled by Okereke. And a 1st down at midfield. And now a 3rd and 8. They've been living on 3rd down and it has not been working like it usually does. Jones pressured. Way offline. That might have been picked if it was on target. And a pump by Gillen. Gets it away cleanly despite the rush. Rodgers lets it go. Bounces and dies at the 6. Great play by Williams. And the Colts take over. Deep in their own territory. In the shotgun. Giants send a blitz. Pass is caught. And on the run is Pittman. Holmes couldn't get there. A bad animation. It's a foot race. Holmes inside the 10 brings him down at the 8-yard line. 212 yards now in the beginning of the 2nd quarter for Matt Ryan. And it's goal to go. 1st down. Handoff. Taylor. Inside the 5. And he's tripped up by Love at the 4. 3 tight ends set on 2nd and goal. Giants stack the line. Blitz. Ryan. Touchdown. Well, he got him down there. And Michael Pittman gets the score. His 7th of the year. So that's a career high. And the Colts double up the lead. And Blankenship makes it 21-7. And just like that, in the flash, they go 94 yards after the pump by Gillian. And now the Giants are really in a bad spot here. Down by 14. 4-man rush on 3rd and 9. Underneath to Barkley. And a great tackle by Okereke. Leonard also there. And it's 4th down. So a 3 and out, and the Colts take over. And they have a 3rd and 8. You get 1st down at the 38-yard line. Ryan underneath and dropped by Taylor. That's their 2nd punt of the day. Giants trying to get some momentum. They start with a 1st and 10 from the 25. Handoff with the blocker in front. That's Johnson. And the 1st down to the 40-yard line. Gain of 15 for Barkley. If they can get this run game going, it's going to be an easy day for the Giants. 2nd and 11. Blitz is sent. Quick pass. Galladay. 1st down at the 48. Now into the Colts territory. 1st down. Jones. Pressure. Jones dropped by Yannick Ngakoue. The first they get there, and DeForest Buckner cleans it up. And it's 2nd and 22. About 5 minutes left in the 1st half. Jones in the pistol. Up the seam. It is caught. And Galladay's got the 1st down. What a play. Threaded the needle. Now it's 3rd and 10. 2 backs in there. Barkley and Breida. 4-man rush. Underneath it is Barkley. And Barkley won't get there. It's 4th down and they're going to go for it. On 4th and 3. Probably the smart decision here. 4-man rush. Pressure. Underneath. Barkley found the hole in the defense and a 1st down. It's now 1st down from the 23-yard line. And Jones steps up in the pocket and down he goes. Deo Deningbo. And it's a loss of 2. Is 2.5 on the year for him. And now it's 3rd and 4. They get some lost yardage back. And they give it. Barkley tackled. Great play by Pay. And it's 4th down and 5. as we've reached the 2-minute warning. They're going to go for it again. Be aggressive on 4th. And the snap by Jones. Fires. Incomplete. In traffic for Johnson. And the Colts take over again. They have a 2nd down and 5. Jones quick passes. Caught Pittman. Pittman breaks a tackle and gets to the 40. Gain of 18. They're really hurrying to the line. 1:05 left. 2nd down and 10. Trying to increase the lead. 4-man rush. Wide open. Granson to the 45. Gain of 15. And a timeout, Indianapolis. Now a 3rd and 10. First down at the 35-yard line. Ryan. Pressure. Deep shot. Pierce. Oh, what a catch and throw. Down to the 14. Unbelievable. And it's first down in the red zone. They shift around. Jelani Woods for the first time checks in that tight end. About how they rotate. Ryan, sideline. He goes Woods' way, out of bounds at the 8. Ryan approaching 300 yards in the first half. 2nd and 4. They shift again. Woods is still in there. They have their 2nd tier of receivers out there. Open! It is caught! Climbing the ladders, Jelani Woods for the touchdown. Well, there we go. There's Woods and Granson both getting a touchdown, both the tight ends. And it's a 21-point game. And we talked about how the Giants wouldn't let this game get too out of hand before taking the starters out. As the Giants take over with a 2nd and 10. Jones fires offline, intercepted. He missed the throw. It is picked off by Desmond King. His 7th of the year, more than doubling a career high, and it ties him now in 2nd place in the NFL. Colts take over a 3rd and 10. As Granson is back out there, and so is their A tier of receiver. Pressure by Rose. Deep downfield, up in the air, and it should have been intercepted. But now they're going to try the field goal. Rodrigo Blankenship from 62, by far a career long. He's not been his usual self this year. Kick is on its way. It's drifting right, and it's off the crossbar and no good. So 10 seconds remain, and can they get in the field goal range? Jones, pressure, way offline for Galladay, and that would have been a contested catch anyway. 5 seconds remain, so perhaps a shot. Jones fires. Robinson down with 1 second remaining. And they get the timeout off, and out comes Gano. Well, field goal doesn't do much, but it gets points on the board. Kick is up, and it is good. It's 28-10. Heading into the break where, well, you can be honest, the Giants got complete about the same amount, but a drop-off of 10%. Same amount of air yards, though, as the Colts will get the football first, and the kick is away. So an update on the plan, both, depending on how this goes, if the offense doesn't do anything or the Giants' defense doesn't play well, both sides of the ball will get 1 series with the starters. Quick pass on the first play. It's caught by Pittman, gain of 14. And that puts Ryan over 300. So if the Colts don't score and the Giants don't score, that will do it for the starters. Backups will trickle in. No need to risk injury on superstars like Thibodeau. McKinney is on the outside. It's caught by Granson and gain 10. And 2nd and inches. From the 48, approaching midfield. Looks like starters are not going to have a good time on defense. Taylor to the 35. And, oh, Thibodeau, no. Well, we got an early update on him. He will be good to go. He will come back later in this game. He would be able to. It's 3rd down and 2. Taylor not going to get there. So 4th down. They go for it. No reason not to. Field goal doesn't do much. They go fullback dive. Man, and he's somehow going to get there. He teleported an extra half yard, and he got the first. I mean, I've never seen a game so against a team winning in my life. It should have been a stop instead of now a 3rd and 6. They have to get the stop again. Wide open is Pittman inside the 10. And it's 1st and goal. Ryan looking for touchdown pass number 5. 8 yards away from getting it. 1st and goal. Ryan. Caught. Pierce. Down to the 2. Second and goal. 3 tight ends. They go Taylor, and Taylor ties Saquon Barkley for the third most touchdowns by a running back this year with 17. And the Colts pouring it on. It's 35-10 with this kick by Blankenship. And a lot of scoring today, but only by one side and not by the side we're used to, as that's a 12-play, 6-minute drive coming out of halftime. Especially after the bye week, as that pass was caught by Galladay. He has about 9. Especially with how good this offense has been since the bye week, as Barkley gets the first down. I've been used to them getting shut down, and that is now, I mean, essentially 6 straight quarters of them being dominated by defenses. Defenses like Minnesota and Indianapolis. We don't know about Minnesota, as now it's 3rd down and 1. About them making the playoffs, but we know for sure Indy is, as that is a first down by Barkley. And it all centers around Barkley. If he can't get going, the offense can't move. 1st and 10. Jones! Pay closes that gap. He tried to throw it away, but Pay gets up his 15th sack, which leads the team. 2nd and 24. Jones. Up the seam. It's right to Okereke. Intercepted inside the 40 and takes it to the 34. So that will do it for the starters, as Okereke picks up his 3rd pick of the year. So backups now in and defense. So everyone's day is done, essentially. So we'll see how much of a bloodbath this is. Oh, great cut. Jonathan Taylor down inside the 10. Gain of 20. He's approaching 100 yards. And, well, any rushing stats this defense has, they played pretty well against Taylor. And they're going to look a lot worse. Taylor, he's in the zone. To the 7-yard line, gain of 2. 2nd and goal. Matt Ryan having an incredible day, too. As he'll throw. Pressure. Wide open. Touchdown. Alec Pierce. And for the first time in his career, he has 2 touchdowns. And the Colts have 40, and the Giants have 10. Well, this is a script we saw against teams like the Texans, the Commanders, the Eagles. And now, like week 1, it's happened to us as Tyrod Taylor is going to check out, or check into the game. As Daniel Jones' day is done, he'll finish with 2 interceptions and a touchdown pass. Taylor on 3rd and 6 is dropped by Slint, and he goes 3 and out. And well, back to the Colts offense. Outgaining New York 2-1. They have 400 yards, Giants have 200. 3rd down and 3. Wide open is Pittman, and Pittman takes it to the 40. Approaching 400 yards now with 5 touchdowns, approaching the 4th quarter. Final 30 seconds is a 3rd down and 9. And a blowout. Ryan steps underneath. Taylor fights off Robinson, and Flott, Cordell Flott forces him out, and it's 4th down, and they're going to kick the field goal to start the 4th quarter to make it 45-10. And Blankenship, who missed from 61, is good from 47. And it's now 45-10. So Tyrod Taylor takes back over, split backs. Corbin and Williams on an outside. It's caught by Tony. And Tony takes to the 42. 17 yards. So 1st down. Taylor. Pressure. Up the seam. It's Tony again to the 36. So 2 plays in this drive. 2 catches by Kadarius Toney. 1st and 10. Tony's open again. Gets away from Gilmore. Out of bounds at the 16. And no flag on the late hit. And now it's 1st down in the red zone. Taylor alone in the backfield. Taylor. Late pass to the flat. It's intercepted. And Desmond King, no one around him. And that's going to be an 80-yard pick 6. My goodness, that drive looked promising. And instead, it's 7 for Indy. And that vaults him into 2nd place in the interception leaderboard as he picks up his 8th with his first pick 6 of the year. 3rd Giants turnover puts 50 on the board for Indy. 52-10 by that kick by Blankenship. The Giants take over. Under center, Taylor, quick pass caught by Tony. Been a big factor of the offense after Taylor took over. First and 10. Stepping up in the pocket. And Taylor to the 47. Second down and 2. Trying to get some momentum for the backups. Pass, middle, caught, Slayton. Great grab to the 36. And now second down and 4. Taylor. Pressure! Ripped down. DeForest Buckner, 12th of the year. And it's third and 12. Being an absolute superstar, he has been disruptive all game. Third and 12. Taylor, pass, caught! Robinson for the first down. And even with the backups in, obviously don't have enough roster spots, so Wandale's still going to get some spots as the rookie. First and 10 in traffic, and it's somehow caught. That should have been King's third pick of the day. And out the 11. Second down and 10. Taylor. His protection, end zone wide open. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton with his 4th of the year. And Slayton puts the Giants on the board. It's 52-17. They'll just kick the 1. And for the first time today, really, the quarterback had a lot of time and he was able to find his receiver. A 9-play, 75-yard, 4.5-minute drive. Colts take over. Trying to close out the remaining 8:20 on the clock in this 4th quarter. They give it to Taylor up the middle. Great blocking. Jonathan Taylor still going. And Calitro brings him down to the 37. Trying to choose some clock here. Second down and 7. Taylor gets the edge. Bad angle by Williams. Up the sideline and out of bounds at the 31. He's at 150 on the day. They go 3 tight ends. First and 10. Taylor's still in there. He's gotten every handoff today. Up the middle. Jonathan Taylor for about 7. Taking a lot of clock off. Second down and 3. Taylor cuts it back. And down to the 18. Now a 3rd and 3. 4.5 to play. 5-man rush. End zone. Touchdown. And Matt Ryan has a 6-touchdown game. Michael Pittman picks up his 2nd. And the Colts will go for 1. They won't put it up 60, but they put up 59. Unbelievable performance, and the Giants disheartening, to say the least. Kick is good. 8-play, 3.5-minute drive. Mostly runs. Giants take over. Taylor with some closing finishes, and Wandale takes it to the midfield stripe. Now 3rd and 7. And Corbin will get the carry. And Corbin will take it to the 45. It's 4th down. They're going to go for it, obviously. 2:30 to play. Try to get some stats. Taylor. Pressure. Deep shot. Wrong button. Flag is down. It's incomplete. Okereke on the coverage. Blackman down there too. And this game is going to stay alive. It's pass interference. So, 1st and 10 from the 11. Taylor. Pressure by Stewart. Offline. Intercepted. Ball game. Anthony Brown gets tackled at the 5, and that will do it. The Colts stun the Giants. They blow them out 59-17, and the Giants, well, how about how this game didn't matter? That hurt a little bit, and they'll have to go to Philadelphia and fix that. So that was just an embarrassing game. It was just, we got dominated from the start to the finish. We got some garbage time stats late, but it didn't matter. We got 59-17. That is similar to week 1 when the Titans just put it to us, and we're going to have to play better if we want to really do some damage in the playoffs. And this game, a lot gets cut out in these games. I don't want them being an hour long each. You know, I realized how much I didn't like the result of the Washington game when I did the full video. I wanted to do it, see what your reaction was, but in the end, I don't think I like it, so I don't think I will do it. Again, you can change that if you want. Maybe we change it for the playoffs, which are better, but Daniel Jones misses a lot of throws. And I mean a lot. And it's not this game thing with DeForest Buckner having a superstar ability. You can see he had 1.5 sacks, 3 tackles for loss in this game. He doesn't have it's not just the superstar ability where he has an extended range where he can put quarterbacks under pressure. He just misses throws. Daniel just, he can't do it. And And because of it, he throws a lot more interceptions. Even though I throw dumb ones, I'll admit it. It's a lot of Daniel Jones too, and he puts the offense in disadvantageous situations. And when Barkley doesn't go, the offense doesn't go. They only had 71 yards rushing. It's been a struggle. Galladay really the only bright spot. I mean, Tony, or some receivers that had bright spots. Tony, Slayton, who had a score, but Galladay on the starters, all I care about. Ojulari ended that one drive, but again, the defense didn't do a whole lot. They contained Taylor in the first half when it was the starters, but once the backups came out, it was all over. 6.9 a carry, 208 yards a score. It was rough going. Matt Ryan had almost 400 yards. They almost had 600 yards of offense. I mean, it was not good. And it wasn't like Andy just held the ball the whole time. It was about equal time of possession, so it wasn't good. We're going to have to play a lot better. We do play Philadelphia, who will be playing for a playoff spot. I don't know if we're going to rest starters yet. I'll tell you next episode if we do. We do have 2 upgrades, Thibodeau and Wandale, up to a 80 overall and a 72 respectively. And I thought Thibodeau was quiet, but he's had an incredible rookie year. He deserves it. Wandale, I thought, played pretty well. As we go to games across the league, and we'll get things started with Washington and Cleveland. Carson Wentz finds Jahan Dotson. He's been an emerging rookie the past couple of weeks, 23 yards. Commanders now lead the Browns 3-0. And they are not done yet. Play action by Wentz on the next drive. How about throwing across the body? And Logan Thomas with 24 yards. And the Commanders lead 6-0. It was Jacoby Brissett for most of the year, and Watson served his suspension, so he's back. Then he's throwing pick sixes, so Benjamin St-Juste, how about that, shoves into the turf. And he picks up his 8th pick of the year, 50-yard pick six. It's now 13-0. But the Browns get the ball back, and on a 3rd and 6, Watson finds his man. That is Peoples-Jones, gain of 20. It's now 13-3. How about that? We take a third quarter, now halfway into it. Not a lot of scoring as Carson Wentz, how about somehow finding Dotson for 21 yards? It's now 16-3 as they tack on another field goal. Wentz now with a pump. And a 360 in the 4th quarter. Inexcusable, it's a pick. Not only is it a pick, it's a pick 6 that puts the Browns within a 1-score game. As Trayvon Mullen Jr. takes it 80 yards, and it's 16-10, just like that. Washington trying to close out this game, and Wentz will find McLaurin. They take the entire clock off. They kick a field goal to make it meaningless. Commanders win it 19-10. And now to Dallas, Tennessee. Thursday Night Football, and Michael Gallup kicks us off with a 20-yard reception, and it's now a 3-0 game early on their opening drive. Now, take it later in this quarter. Long drop by Tennessee, and Tannehill finds Jeff Swain, the second-string tight end. A 5-yard score, and it's now 7-3 Tennessee. Cowboys get a turnover. They go on a 10-minute drive, coast to coast, and it's a 3-yard score by Pollard to cap it off. It's now Cowboys lead 10-7, and they're not done yet. 7 seconds remaining in the first half. CeeDee Lamb, 25 yards, leaving no time on the clock. Cowboys lead 17-7.5. Well, the Titans start the second half with a turnover, and then they get it, and Derrick Henry with a 10-yard receiving touchdown. They bring it within 3. Well, Dallas trying to distance themselves. We take it 4th quarter, and Elliott with a 2-yard easy score. It's now a 10-point game. But Tennessee, they're going to go down fighting halfway into this 4th quarter. Tannehill finds Treylon Burks, who's been an incredible rookie, 29 yards. Now 1-score game again, 24-17. Dallas trying to salt this one away, and Zeke Elliott will. And he'll go for 11. Cowboys will run out the clock. And the Cowboys win it 24-17. One more game. New Orleans and Philadelphia. Let's get things started. Winston, a diving play by Slay comes up with nothing. Michael Thomas, 23 yards. It's 3-0 New Orleans. Trying to play spoiler. They're already eliminated. Philly has everything to play for, but they take the lead. Trey Sermon, a rare offensive score for the Eagles. At least rare lately. And it's Winston. And he throws a pick, and not only a pick, it's a pick six. We've seen that a lot by Philly. A lot of defense to score. TJ Edwards, 29 yards, and it's now 14-3. Philly doing everything in their power not to get jumped by Dallas. As that's caught, and the ball's on the ground, and Bradbury picks it up. The former Giant takes it into field goal range. An 11-yard fumble recovery. It's now 17-3. How about that turn of events? We take a third quarter. Jalen Hurts, what he does so well, he leads all quarterbacks in rushing, and he's going to take it. Big 34-yard run. He doesn't slide, by the way. 34 yards. They add a field goal. It's 20-3. Well, the Saints get the ball back, trying to score. They haven't scored a touchdown yet. Flag is down, and James Bradbury is going to get called by defensive pass interference somehow on that play. You ask me, but they had a field goal, 20-6. And now Dallas Goedert's, they get it back, and a 20-yard score. It's 27-6 in favor of Philadelphia. We take a fourth quarter, first play, and it's an interception by Kaiser White. TJ Edwards had a pick six. Kaiser White won't, but he has a 14-yard return on top of that pick. It's now 30-6. Philadelphia making a statement. They will be in the playoffs this year. And that's broken up on fourth down. Anthony Harris breaks it up, intended for Olave. They got a field goal and a couple. They win it 36-6. And on to the rest of the scores. On the Sunday slate of games, the Cardinals blow out the Falcons. The Ravens beat the Steelers. The Bears beat the Lions. The Texans beat the Jags. The Chiefs barely beat the Broncos in a low-scoring game. The Patriots blow out the Dolphins. The Buccaneers fall to the Panthers. That's a huge game, by the way. We'll see about that. We'll see why later. The Niners beat the Raiders. The Jets beat the Seahawks. That's huge as well. The Packers beat down on the Vikings. The Rams beat the Chargers. And on Monday night, the Bills beat the Bengals 28-10. And on to standings in the AFC. Well, Week 18 is going to decide it all between the Steelers and Bengals. How the tiebreakers go. It's 10-6 right now. Baltimore's still in it. In the South, Indy with that win and the Titans loss clinched the one seed. Titans are pretty much in there. We'll see how it shakes out. Of course, Jags and Texans out. In the East, it's just the Bills, and they've clinched the division. They have locked a playoff spot. If they win next week against the Patriots, they'll be the 2 seed. If they lost, we'll see what funny business goes on. And the West wrapping things up, a 3-way tie between the Chargers, Broncos, and Chiefs. I believe it's Chiefs-Chargers in Week 18. We'll see that later. I don't remember which it is. Or it might be Chiefs-Raiders, and it's Broncos-Chargers. I have to check. It doesn't matter. But this is a huge playoff game in Week 18. And the NFC, things are a little more simple. Packers are the 1 seed. They're 4-2. Vikings still have an outside chance. South Panthers, if they win next week, they're in. They clinch the division. Buccaneers have to win it. I believe it's Buccaneers, Saints, Panthers, Falcons, one of the two combinations. In the East, we've clinched the division. Cowboys and Eagles still fighting for that spot. And the Eagles and Cowboys don't play each other. Of course, we play the Eagles. Cowboys will play the Commanders. And in the West, the Rams clinch a playoff spot. They don't have the division yet. They play the Niners next week, who are 9-7. They can sneakily get that division. Seattle still barely in it, can technically make it. And I'll go to Players of the Week. In the AFC, it's Matt Ryan, 398 yards, 6 touchdowns. We saw it. Embarrassing, whatever. In the NFC, it's Aaron Rodgers, 394 yards, 5 scores, a 154.5 passer rating in the 48-28 win against Minnesota. For defense in the AFC, Desmond King, 2 picks and a pick 6, and a pass deflection to go along with it. And Jordan Hicks, you can look at the stats. I'm not going to mention it. We're going to go on to leaders. For passing, it's Josh Allen, 5,105 yards. Aaron Rodgers up to 44 scores. And Carson Wentz up to 32 interceptions. For rushing, Barkley, 22 yards. Kamara, no one scored a touchdown this week, so that's unchanged. Derrick Henry, 113 broken tackles. Receiving, Cooper Kupp, 113 catches, 147 yards, 22 scores, 719 after the catch. Yeah. And defense wrapping things up. Cole Holcomb, 157 tackles. DeMarcus Lawrence didn't get a sack. He's still at 23.5. And Trayvon Diggs didn't get a pick, so he's still at 17. But second place is now up to 8 with Slay, St. Just, and King. Week 18, divisional action. NFL kicks off between the Buccaneers and Falcons. We also have Patriots, Bills, Vikings, Bears, Packers, Lions. Texans play the Colts. Titans play the Jags. Jets play the Dolphins. Panthers play the Saints. We play the Eagles. Browns, Steelers. Cowboys, Commanders, like we said earlier. And it is Chargers, Broncos, Chiefs, Raiders. That AFC West race. We'll see. I'm really interested to see how that shakes out. It's Rams, Seahawks, so it's Niners, Cardinals. So that's also very interesting to see how the NFC West shakes out, and Ravens, Bengals. Of course, we haven't talked about seeding. Unless funny business in the NFC West, no matter what, they're the 2 seed. If they win, it's guaranteed. Of course, the Packers are the 1 seed, and the Panthers or Buccaneers are going to be the 4 seed. So I'm interested to see how that shakes out. And if you enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and see you next time when we face the Philadelphia Eagles in the season finale.